Minado. Yeah.
Nasisi anu who samenka former moy.
Oh, there be former be any baby.
Former be any baby.
The politically suspended presenter.
Okay.
Who is seeking for extension
of
the political suspension?
Okay. Here extension.
Oh, meanwhile, Joe, suspension wabwamo.
I relax your body name.
No, near them. Wabwam.
Ebe kwando.
Chere menya every 6 months. We also suspend them 1 month.
Every 6 months.
1 month suspension, 1 month.
Wow. Into 2 months in a year.
Why 2 months?
Wow.
Obwampa.
Nakatna if you has a record.
I bet that's where you made that from Kumasi. It takes only the lazy person to become a lazy fool. And I'm not a lazy person. Inch be a was a bamon. So there a use it am inch in the
yeah.
I am a daughter or banam minim cram coming to me yamamri. And how must on poncho on for 1 month and come home.
Dabehu.
You mean come baby, I'll happen America.
Dabehu. One for 1 month.
Why no be here?
Now one of no one come.
And send your own assignment suspension letter.
Now one is sunny.
One was I know where
one of my
was son if you come as was a bank.
Okay.
Over to be account on
relaxation the year, Juma.
I mean, it would have wifey Ben. Over Sunday, Monday, I'm okay.
Okay.
And see, at the many time,
I'm fettled.
There be that many time, a man.
On in your fettled.
In your way, and see, that may per be a many more time.
There's our fettled.
And so I was sister and the Bosumo or some.
Okay. And not your answer.
That's it. But that was a Boston. I'm only important to me. See,
I'd say
numbers of a more.
Now I was so letter in
Ada Ohio Pan Edgeno.
It's more no.
No, you see, it's one of the most useless things that has ever happened. I don't have the time to think about it, honestly speaking.
Suspension, I was more.
It's one of the most useless things that has ever happened to me. So I don't have the time to think about it.
Useless then?
No, I want to be sincere. I mean, that we said that in Yimada from Momo Fabrim.
Better.
It's in Yima. To have the time, waste my time to think about that political suspension. Why must I waste my time to think about that? Tell me why.
Serious?
No, I'm not them wasted time. At the gym, I a glass of red wine. Namada. That's a man from Quadrant. What I was suspended. About brother. Then I'm a fool.
Now, some of you are too.
Ebasama.
On yo.
Ebasama. Ebas no email.
I mean, if that's will take you by surprise.
I'm make you smart. As if I care. Time I mean, let me to read the books. Enlighten more. It's a monk suspension. Oh, you're useless. Time I mean, na matna hall my minimum from ya ponko na me be pay to make
okay
minimum marriage dagren it's a menje na monkodwen suspension ho aba brother I'm too smart, too intelligent to think about suspension.
Obi ori say ye beka de ebia waran kasa na afọ ho adwene dedo it bobom na say kai abin wa
there it takes a dislocated mind to think every location is far. It takes a dislocated mind to think that every location is far. And see, oh, they ain't seen a sesame cotna with the banana bed, Juma won't cry. A crime wa, there's no far location. It takes a dislocated mind to think that way. And so, I have shock absorbers. I'm a dead metal.
Hey! Dead metal.
And see, bad no for more.
If you want to broken, I say.
Dead metal. Now what you say?
Sabi o wuti am ye
sabi say so the because
I feel win bibi I saw na captain beto aso no ye ball na Asamoah Mike Esen o mi no ye yi won free ball bomu a ball no hye dey nye do
eye nko ho
Debbie eye me na eye me ma eye Let's say radio. Oh, the American on the say radio program na mo yen. Me radio program na mo yen. Ya won crofo bi wo radio ni mo na media ni mo a. The mess of Kumchacha American say all free media ni man na say bia on fifi side na on free ho a me ye bobolo a me sha dem pebo but that asamoah jan esen ye bobolo a on be yi won free man on mentan hwe ball no bi eno so benya aban asem
it indirectly no yedeng
of suspension
wow.
Well, Vivi, you see, I keep saying this, and I want all the young guys in this country to understand one thing. When you wake up in the morning, you need to have it up here that you are the principal architect of your life.
Yeah.
Nobody will come from anywhere to draw any line for you. Sandrine Hubium said, a little ache can spoil a good head. That's also that if we are now called the third point, that people may have perceptions about you.
Yeah.
But every perception about your life is irrelevant to your selection. That's all I can.
That's simple.
A young guy, man, for can function myself for one to.
Boys and where I mean,
what's this kind of girls? No,
what is your watching?
On your right.
Sikana
and for Sikan here, Mato.
Okay.
Debbie.
Okay.
Baba.
Okay.
And keep the money. Ko Kaswa, Kopasa, say, what you talk. Second, more real estate. Kingdom real estate as I say, Manso.
Manso Biano.
Langaso.
Nothing.
Good. Now, what is Sikanaba? No, what could to be. Men 550 Ghana and koto pizza more bandy. Hey, wabra wo han dan. Wo yesa wo jimi for.
Long your water.
See. What koto and cement bag 50 Ghana. To the unya top pizza 50 Ghana ne pe.
What was cement?
Into what cha blog 40. No dey amakobra na wedding one night.
I want yam.
Sa oba no. Ada obehu be ma all han dan. Na be man na ni so opese osidan no obeja hwa kodi sa be man na
obey simple
because ope be bia obenya lasting solution, not temporal solution.
That is it.
Wo so your ba jai say odi sika no aduane ma mema di e ma ne bi di traffic im hwe kaswa traffic obedi kaswa traffic im di aduane ko ma be ma sister dey na ha wadwen
Obi best here perhaps.
Medina traffic. No one will do any from a what they call Medina. That's why I come be Medi. There be many sir. What's the first can cook?
But say captain be ana opewasemo.
There be
sao.
There be.
O say ya woni pa bi o wa.
There be sofo. Captain ya mo munya we say.
Osofo de no work cantonment and osofo work aswa. Eti aduane no ko de.
O say obi o no ma wo ye te say me say me ti we.
Once a while be.
Te say me say me ti we me ye womanizer.
Hey. Ah, ka womanizer me ne me no te say abrofo na say.
Okay.
Anya de wadwen ye wo no.
Okay.
Just up a massive.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, also I do bonnet Fifi.
Ya come on, Mr.
Na
come on.
Fifi, once a while be.
What no compare.
Na say who wore Adam for Barbie. Now what to pizza man dia enye. But the American yet the multiple pizza buying.
Yeah.
Every day.
Now watch this. So where your bar, where your bema. Oba wuti fie na boyfriend afrel. Ya o o bre o de ja sem de bia me ba o ye na o be fa drop ya ma me won for so and then wo de fabra wo ba metua na wa fa dropping na wo de call wo do the gate na no a na wa frɛ no onya hu call na wa kɔhye bathroom no ebu nsu egu no ho nti wo friend video call na wa fa so your boyfriend
thank you
be hu no say o dware
yeah
oh and the tua na bre na wo ba
media amount
exactly na watua
simple
na wa fosoro wa koyo ho pasa
one time
wo wi a de si ye no ne nakono eye wu nti no ma won kai wo lorry fare nti wakobe 10 times say 50 Ghana 10 500 cement 10 bucks no
eko umonsi ogusoso na ma we food
eye kese
times
we ye be ma wo ma metie kura se wo betena nkran se wo be bobra sika odi ato pizza ma ma ye to be du kana nkran oh northern region
okay
quite ten
big time
but ebe ye kakra no ada ye be suspend wo no wo fi wura be say too
simple crowd.
So what I'm trying to say is that Adiama African youth yen timi njina ye nanso yen ye very robust, very strong. Yen ni shock absorbers and say yen ye independent. We are always waiting for election year. Na politician Tibo Nkoso abeto apetesi ama. Oma odu di nkwasi asem ni wi na wasama 10 Ghana so. No we kum future.
Oka se nkwasasem bi ti say.
Oh, na wo ye tam kontiba kuta wonsem so bi koto aba wo kro bi so na fa kontiba akọ because ya mo apetition. Na wo ba na ye ma 10 Ghana.
Na why na ka say ye ma apetition?
I would say entertainment and politics. So
tomorrow kodo wo hoyen.
So what you say?
Okay.
It's as I said the African youth, the Ghanaian youth. As I said we are independent. Ti se na mere wu sua adwuma sua adwuma ne yie men hwe se wo boss o kire wo adwuma ne tete o na so obi di wani no sua adwuma na wo sua ne yie sua ne yie na bra bonten yie na set up yie na pam ne yie na nya sika yie when South Africa ye kasa obi aye yie a three simple things na ye kasa obi aye yie o oh ni fie ni na yere ne manie na ye tu na nsia na ye de ka be ka ho on na ekodo asa esipade we abobra o ni do bia dan te se nkuko bo ya metimi wo Tantra Hills ya ba ko o yere no wo ma ane ka afia we wie if you are a young man, if you are a young person, if you are a young lady, think about building yourself to become independent against the foolishness of the old. Say, why nyana sa? Now we baby to say Africa, Ghana, Kawa. They be our between MP. MP granted you drew a crown and find a glass and uncle from your day. Obu Kwasha. I didn't find a glass and conform. Time I said the glass about for me a time or Pelma. What couldn't say who no one win the election? What I say? When was the last time you saw minister? Ba, MP ba, president ba, vice president ba, so you're pulling agent.
You been say that.
Anyway, one moment go down on for penny paper, yeah, calculation, till radio, no church, or papa. That was what one year there about sound. No, Johnny. You lived in London for quite a long time. Did you see this rubbish?
No, I'm quite so crowd.
It hasn't happened that way. And it's a well calculated, well rehearsed, well orchestrated attempt by the African politician to render the African youth useless. And a well rehearsed, well calculated, fully well orchestrated to render you useless. The reason is that in Africa, you cannot use the old to fight for political power. You use the young to fight for political power. And if the young becomes very independent, the politician in Africa will set up, corruption will reduce by 60% one time, bam. Abrochire, my young ones are in the various colleges. They are not too much interested in politics.
Yeah.
They are interested in the games. We pursue a musician. We pursue so the concentration is tailored towards your career. Abroche, it is the old that are used for politics. So when the old reject you, you can win power. In Africa, when the young reject you, you can win power. And Abroche no man who nyansa say, sasana tie dia, yamwa old no. To be abo akokra, say ye wo, mo friend say, baby homes no, mo friend say. Mumra moto. Modern kwakra phone ko Google no. Kwakra ne mere wa no. Whichever way,
whatever home.
Wo de won kai kra anya hwe.
Oh, refugee.
Enti wo ya akokra wo America.
So mon kai me wa me refugee.
Wo ya akokra wo America. Wo ya akokra wo UK what na what na. Which hospital bill?
No.
Okay. So hospital free. Anambwa. Okay. Saban Central ka. Anambwa. Exactly. And think Africa hana young guys here jenjen we busa won said da benda na branch you share condom we o share ni chi.
Why?
We
very much.
Okay. Da benda na ye betimi build this system to an extent say the system would make his system work for him. When are we going to do that? Say ye benya a solid system. Aka abranche we betimi pia na do 2 o'clock. Akobo obi club amano agisika gu no bottom ba mani pia 2 o'clock obi amonu 2 obi be share na agine phone
e wo kroma
e no bi so
wow
I said na kronfon ko bu university campus eco various halls. So the only thing we can do, it is not only this A4 size sheet we call certificate. That is not it for the youth. We need to give them mental emancipation. We need to take the slavery of the old now. It's been deposited on our memory, no away. I'm a university. Minkuta degree. But the point is that epeda ekowenyima abazi no osede di kanhwe osede hwede ebe build wo brain
more solid
more brain fi dey won crofo we university we still illiterate
wo hoda me.
Oh, you were educated illiterate to society then. A lot of them.
Okay.
Have a lot of educated illiterates. We school but are illiterate. Office school no mo ben onye ne wo fast na no wo bontomuru so no one life and onye the same.
Really?
Okay. Sisiara mmiri ya yewumi. Abadinti na ekọ UK. What nas why research America one year research there are certain courses are in them secondary ya. This system bi wo ho ambo na nka chade. Inye djuma fanye. Awo ti wo sisiara Eboy factory. Fanda Kingdom group of companies or your oza. Na Ebuya. Obi oye history. Master's degree in history. If I'm more better. Honorable Bachelor the Kingdom started 25 years ago. And you know, first receptionist was friend day. The secretary of friend. You don't need that one. But you need to know history. And so you show history kakra primary, junior high, senior high, every equal university. There should be something ever pay abanon. Na companies no would investigate na no war channel. Debra na be yeduma.
Solid.
First na nka ye sociology a won fa so pinye no society bi amwa. Na na dey up there.
No coffee.
Ehun ma me chona. So the African youth need to sit up. Men ke de wonu bi akọ university, awo ye fit yinti ye useless. You are not useless. Because I know a professor or mechanical engineer, the car say you call you offended Kumasi magazine. Or mechanical engineering. Ne ka na say no come magazine
because I dream for no go.
Enyo, I'm telling you. It is say you ta na say rusua dwuma sua ne yi. Awoso anyame ya adom was roko school ko ne yi. Ye wi a enyen tu ni na ye be blend. You see in building society, you need the positive and the negative. Without positive and negative there's no power. That is what Germany did. During the German Revolution. Where 17,000 old men and women were buried alive. They later realized that no, what we need, onion sadu juma, a fitter, a mason, a carpenter, a day, let's build our own country. And they did it that way. And Germany became a huge country that now one of the superpower countries in the world.
Yeah.
What are we doing to the Ghanaian youth? What are we doing to the African youth? Ekwa abrochi hu na waka cho the Obareba school on fast camera, no fa model.
You wouldn't even there.
Okay. Antina ha, what just second school?
On the mention that
we are actually you see in security anything that can hurt anybody should not be introduced to the child. Second so opera. In time says Yamaro school was one for Kotokuru do famra.
Was a guy, I don't know.
Ekwa school hofua no punish no akọ yikura mo de fakodo.
Oh, really?
But school yin now at one ode bro.
That mean you mean you know record.
Brother wo ho. That brother farmer be no ye. It's farming punishment to the farmer na. Odu abode na ye di bi ba school ho na wood na na. Is that punishment? It's a profession. Okay? It's a profession. But you are being dogmatized to believe that farming, it's a professional crime. So don't go into it. But eco UK, eco other advanced countries now, you know, now you show gardening. You show how to keep pets. And see, obi pets, kwa debi. Obi pets, akoko. Obi pets, kramai. Do you know why they do that? So that you can have the idea, if you need to venture into agriculture, rearing of animals, you go to my one day. By yenye hai kramai nam kwe monye ohe. Hi, what a more.
Yes, you know.
Kwata the baby on kaye.
Same food be repeat and more dominant.
Anyway, you see, so what we need to do, and it's say, we need to build the future of the youth. We don't have to kill that future. There's a wind blowing across Africa. Mark my words. If the governance in Africa will continue the same way, the next 10 years, Africa can never contain the African. Look at Nigeria, the Biafra area, the northern part of Nigeria. Serious confusion, serious commotion, serious violence. Why? Because the youths there, those between the ages of 15 to 42, they feel said they don't have a life. They don't have a future. Now go to Mali. All the various terrorist groups, they are moving into Bamako. And they are on our borders over there. Ghana Armed Forces, kudos to all of you. I salute you, says. They are there 24/7, making sure these terrorists will not enter into our country. Now, they are moving into the west of Mali, Bamako, into Ivory Coast. And they are moving gradually. When consciously we find jobs, we find employment for the youth, nobody will come from anywhere to influence them against the destiny of this country. Go to Ivory Coast now. 7 out of 10 youth in Yejumanye.
Wow.
Yes. Go to Togo. 9 out of 10 in Yejumanye. Now, Nigeria, according to the current United Nations report, 10 out of 10 in Yejumanye. When you come to Ghana, it's 8 out of 10. They don't have jobs. And these are issues that the African politician need to sit down and begin to think. That what actually caused all these problems? Ebiana, you hear education. Years back, you got so good. Nanado has given us free senior high school.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because of health problems. Akufo gave us health insurance. Maybe it was as a result of pregnancy and delivery. So Akufo gave us free maternal health care. What is left again? Sanya menya akai no na sese ye boho by na ye expand it. Said ebeya akwada ni nyini no onyini fefefe. Or hospital ko. Osanso free school ko. Hospital no ontua. Ne papa will register national health insurance. A quality medication.
Yeah.
And yes, sir, opa yencho we ma and I entro from our cotonibia. So you start building the child from the day that child was born. Up until the child attains 18 years. Na akodani nim say me dachi be ye fe. But sisia me no mienu ye kwotwako. Na bisa ho say akoda ya wo no wo twoko enne. Or 6 months, no, the dachi a day. Fabidia, as an example, da benda na wo retire from this microphone na ko long abetna
long john
da benda obekọ na abetna da benda na Captain Smart be fi microphone echi as a breakfast show host na so for Kumchacha firstborn abetiki over da benda and Obama Akufo-Addo ma ya brefo ya achira Kwame na Sambaini Kwame Sifakan Bernard Avle da benda na yeko yan fan say si ye na yesi ye adwuma 30 years na yakwa akwada bi owo 25 years na opese oye morning show ni bi no obehya se afi bai ebeduru ho no wa wo sai na bra ba koduru sai. So what we need to do is to start something that would actually enable the youth to think and create something. I've said this. China said that in the next 10 years, they want to create 10% of their population should become millionaires. Wow. And it is 2021. China say 10%. They are about 1 point something billion. 10% of that is about 1 point something million. As we speak, China grew me 2.7 million millionaires. You can be a millionaire and you want to be out. 1 million, you are a millionaire. As soon as you have 1 million, you are a millionaire. What we need to do in this country is to start raising 500,000 millionaires in this country. Government should not be going in for loans for nothing. I'm not talking about this government. I'm talking about all the governments we've had over the years. The NDC and the NPP, all politicians in this country, they need to go back to the drawing table and begin to formulate policies that would be able to raise millionaires. 500,000 millionaires in this country. So, who boss? Mr. Amofa. Me boss. Kwekuting. Obifufroso boss. Despite and all the others now, they are already established individuals in this country. No, government should put them together as a committee. How did you set these things up as Amofa? How did you set that up as Kwekuting? How did you set up as Kwame Despite? How were you able to do this as Kwesichum? I mean, so you gather all these ideas. Yenim krano ya to say yes say. Not Despite, not oton cassette. Then a ban it him. Now a ton cassette no. Then the CEO to me jumping from where cassette to tongue. Ebinum krasi yes say or your shoe shine. I haven't heard him say it. Anytime I say yes say no. If all these things are true, what happened before Despite moved from that wretched beginning to a prosperous future? What happened? So if you're a smart government, you put these brains businessmen together, you take the ideas from them, then you select about 20,000 youth, and we say that, okay, Despite, we are giving you 20 of these youth. Amofa, we are giving you 10. We are giving you 50. This person, we are giving you 10. Then you allow the banks to watch them from afar. Then you, the government, you set them up. And the young fan says, so for Kumchacha, a part of the youth. You look at Kumchacha, where we are masonry. What do you want to do? We want to raise you as a millionaire in this country. Okay. Tools ben we here. Kumchacha will list the tools now we here no. Government finds a loan through a bank Ghana to purchase those things for him. And then the government tells the bank that you should make sure he doesn't waste the money. Contract obenya obesida no. Make sure you get the money to pay for the tools. And to say your tools 10 your toma na adobe traba ko kawie no na ima so be start for. Yeah, they are no so emma ima. So by the time you say Jack 20,000 youth, now you are building one more capacity no. Obi agina ne na so. Now we ko wanim. Within the next 10 years, we have 500,000 millionaires, young men and women. If there were 500,000 amofes in the society, but what should the Kingdom Group of companies? See, there was some 1,000 na Ghana. Tell me the number of people have been here. So when you have 500,000 young men who are all wielding 1 million, They are all millionaires. And if each of them is employing 500,000 times 4, that is 2 million. That is 2 million. If you want to find employment for the youth, it is not a one-day job. I agree. It should be a conscious effort, long-term plan.
Yeah.
You sit down, you put a pen on a paper, you sit and think. And by the time you say, Jack, Kwadana will raise you farming. Well, those who are going into agriculture, those who are going into engineering, those who are going into music, and the arts and entertainment industry, it is the biggest thing in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
And the estimated amount roaming around in the arts and entertainment world, in $909 trillion.
Wow.
909 trillion US dollars. That is why Joe Biden is now saying, even though there is COVID in America, they want to set up the biggest ever music school in the world. Why? Because of 909 trillion. If America can get just about 20% of that money, that's enough for them. That is why now when you go to Japan, they are saying that, look, all the youth that want to enter into the arts and entertainment industry, please bring them. Let's start with them. China for China for because they want to see how a 6-month-old baby can write the letter S. How a 6-month-old baby can hold a pen, a chalk, a pencil, a crayon, or anything to write the letter S. Any child who can write the letter S is capable to become smart and sensible and sharp. Because every child begins with 1, 2. A, B, C, D. Yes, you are there. Maybe I will do the year. Begin asking your children to start writing the letter S. And look for all the positive words that begins with the letter S for that child at whatever age to begin to know those words. These are the things we expect the African leader to begin to think to do. Go to Singapore. 9th August 1965. Singapore was part of Malaysia. All right? Then Singapore said that Yempe Malaysia bi. Yempe say tie ho efi Malaysia. 1965, a lot of UN conferences and blah blah blah. The Asian tigers were meeting. They said no, we ain't gonna come back. 1965, 67, 68, 69, 70. 5 years on. Now, they were looking for money. They were not getting money. Malaysia went back to them and said that you talk runo, you be tomubium, a kamabuni nano. You be triamo cano di amamo. Namasa be kaye home, Abe Malaysia home. Their leader then said that no. All the youth, those between the ages of 18 to 45, muye jumano, mo na mo be build Singapore dachi. So everybody must save 23% of their salary, monthly salary. It was not making sense. If you are a leader, you make tough policies, tough decisions. You defend the tough decision. You need to employ the conscience of the citizenry to believe why you are putting in place that tough policy. That's what leaders do. 23%. It was sent to the National Assembly. It became a law that you must save 23% of your salary. It's your own money. So save it. Government is not coming for your money. Save the 23%. They did that. 5 years on, it became the 11th richest country up there. 20 years on, it is the 9th richest country up there. Say, they want to build the biggest entertainment ship in the world.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. They want to build the biggest entertainment ship in the world. It was 12. When you Google, you find it. They want to have a ball, football, soccer, badminton, hotels. One ship. One ship. One ship. Now they are saying that 1 week In that ship, you need to pay $600
a week.
A week. 1 year, 2022, 9th August 2022. But if you want to have the first experience, you need to apply and do a deposit. Now, 9th August 2022, ship no year 105,000 people have applied.
Wow.
This is common sense.
Wow.
This is common sense. It is sika abai no best spend. Edi aye ship no, enkrofo de free obe enkrofo kro so, edi abre wo, and what they build.
Captain,
Charlie,
Captain,
soften invite me beto.
Captain, akasa papa ama wato enkrofo wasom. Wona worry say won my comments or beba amafuru feel papa.
Ebinum so be hihye wa horo papa. Yeah, awara when you are married. Enkrofo be yew.
Major. Oh.
Me wo ho media.
Aha. Yega be ma akasa yi pa. Akasa kama ato asuma yese wiase afa na nyina obia etie no. Wadwen kire e wa asema wa keken buboso tew na
ya ko. Ma mensa kwan.
Da bi nya bote. Meso.
Mkwan be yero.
Oh, necessary onye adwuma ni.
Da bi awia be menya ne nkisen.
Oh, nya bote na basema.
Oh, brother.
Nya bote.
I haven't kissed my wife this afternoon.
Oh, nya man na be play love bia wa ha. Nya bote. Nya bote. One could say epic cases.
There is some 30 days and I don't want to miss anything.
Oh, the battery epic case in the door. Come, Yanko.
Menya medase nyame enhirawo.
Heavy.
Em say the American say on say enokore ka. Eden. Na de bia me ka say obe wale abre wade a mensuru ne sen. Because so yeah then I'll be kissing. So they say obetra Mike anim na wakasa na why you be a we public figure there automatically no ebi be ebeka good ebi so beka bad because we be any we ase a we ya miss of Kumchacha no say obenya ni nyina 100% da. So what you say? Okay. Ebi ne guy ya wo US our friend no Twene Jonas ya say din no ye
Twene Jonas.
Thank you.
On asem na okay.
So what you say? On say boy ni you be a o ye two ba ko nso ba ko di David King David ya na bibi sa. Na on say on wa fa to on so say on beka enukure bi eni niyama bi a ekoso wo mamu a enye a ensem fata said ya be ye youth no da chen ya bra bo ye ne ye ye bibia ye be so ye ni ade so what do ya bo bi a bibam eni ade ye so ati ase eti de make no say enokore ke no eden o mawe no ayi wo mo nan kasa no ye nse dem pe no kore ni too much so ati ase
me feel say enokore ka no easy ba for you to accept it no and ending
as you saying me dey by me tree no
there be me say no kra can make me feel say there but say we be gia to me no and ending
say nipa wo ka no kra na kire no no be gia to mu no
and ending
and ending to Africa
and I want so a wo ka no kra no
enya
wo ka no kra no wo say hwe mame kasem me ye program bi ba bi na se na nansa no hu bi sam ye yin machine ya on di 2 gallon say ya won hyehye no so ati say won hyehye no na me ka say me madwen de aye me sof Kumchacha madwen ne de ka machine no hye no kora na ka hu hia
ka ne say hye no
dabi because sabe ensu to a na kole ene sek gotai emu nyina asisi na eyiri fa nkrofo
ka yen so woni nyina me go
adenti dabi o say ye ade bi o wa say obi fura burochire na oba na wa de ka be ye 10 20 ba that's a want to mean to your duty abanje ana wonje mbibi sa question
oje
say ka se ne ya ebi yela
wa bi yela
e wo ho a ya ebi yela wo sa na de se nto o man no e secure dabi o mbibi sa o fifi
me dey secure
dabi o tie ya obi fra burochile hwe wakobre ni mojam waye aprapra sabe waye adwumaden wode kaba yeso wo metu ye duty 500 million
and want to meet you
duty na want to meet you 500 million na abansa waje ka no obi ti Ghana ha na wono enkwa burochire enkwa ye sabe aprapra ana adwumaden wo ho na se nipa ne ka no na ye de amo obi wa so no de want to 100 million and 200 million no the one for car no
so that koso
I say after more friends option I said then
okay auction
thank you
okay
now one no the no obi afa and na me be say fifi say cars na ya ne ye jeje no aban season no me soft Kumchacha me be say ebi yila na ebi yila
and you me said anymore ade
thank you now then say machine ya all the 2 galam say yes say aban jeje no the see one more ebe yela ana mi bi sa aban ji ade na ye de hye wo bi nsa ati say aban me soft Kumchacha me ya aban ma ji ade ma sizi ade na mi de ya hye fifi wo nsa na se fifi wo tena wo ma ade ye ne yela na machine ni tumi tuti se motia fifi machine no atumi tu ati se motia
saje wozam
na se machine ni yela
wo so pe
Vivi, that's a machine need to me to say motia. Na machine ni yela. That is a koyi ana se nkoyi. Sha machine ya won wo hihye ni. Media, me say
describe it. Said excavator here, the kese do. Etimi ayira no.
Thank you. And say ba kwesi won mo kora eye na mo den ya yepe.
Eso chen dan you.
Thank you. Ana de no so anya bosum nye motia. Ana otumi tu na wa yela. And the 2 hour yera so enti enye wo wasa na me ba ofidi ye we so se o man we ya ye wo mo no ade etumi chi koke ade kotu police headquarters ade e be che na adani nkonkonte da koke pa at the police headquarters sabe esi kura nye ye na alaba police headquarters kura koke da ho
ko mo koke da
me who cocaine da
who cocaine da
there be me dey who be that
na adan you the omo who feel say ya ka kire wunyi ni
say cocaine na
adan you want to be say o the armed officers eko baby eko ya arrest say ye ndubone then the said ndubone no ewo ho such exhibit no aka kakra ya be court na ya sa akɔhwɛ sɛ adeɛ na yɛ sɛ yɛ ndubɔne a yɛde atu ni adeɛ ɛkɔkye nipa de bae no
yɛkɔ na yɛ kokonde
wɔn fa nkyɛ adeɛ no ɛyɛ kokonde
sɛ bia ne yɛ hu ne yie
abae
ebia ne yɛ hu ne yie
ebe hujaf
nto yɛ kokonte a wonja me accept ndo yɛ kokonte
ono wa kyerɛ mpɔnyɛ ne yɛ asɛm
ba fi wo sɛ that is entina me ka to sɛ wo ɔman Ghana na yɛ tem no wo eniyama bi nkoyi because eniyama bi nkoyi nsewe tam nimo na edu ba bi a na me wo picture bi wa ha tam nim ti na manfa ma o producer na ma na empre no be 7 years ago edum so bae no me kasa ya se dum so no ase ya sole ase sole e ma sole boka
dia wo ka se na collection e ma no
na se na e ma dabi na ma na yes na ma eti dumso
na dumso na abana se e fa collection ho se esumu kra etu
the problem is kakra na asole ni benya na asole ni koto petrol so ada se etina
ensun
me emfa me nyensu nsanso masa sa asole bia na asole bia no ayete se asole bia ye wa asofo
oh
masa
o ka ho bi asori se wo asori
me wasori
ene dum so naba ana me bwa eti me kire se eno ne ba se ne e affect wo collection je
ana ma kire wo se
wo de top petrol
eti
na wo nya mfaso
enye mfa na asole se etu asofo ka asoli yetua asofo ka yetua enema bebre ni ade so that say it fee the miss of Kumchacha make us so na say on say me kan won asem a ama say tam ko na bi say na Mahama sorry President Mahama and na former President Mahama na ti akonya so e bi say na wo ba aban na chi fifi hwe mame ka asem nchelo the same thing and as say ekoso say dum so dum enkola enwu nyina ye ntoburo
yes service machines no
mas na Mahama tam no wudu yabanche oh dabi o hwe masa o hwe yawani ama bi o wa hwe se wo ho na se wo ye no kwafo a fifi se wo ye no kwafo pade a me so fum chacha me kasewe aban bi aba na aban ne betena konwa so a ne obeye a eye no ke de enye no ke ma me nka we yansa na bi ya me nua bebe mu a wabam re nana do on a wa ye Ghana president o hwe ni video bi a on se nana do kan bi say yetiska so enso akomode me de Ghana ha president fo aba nyina no me sof Kumchacha de na yenim na yewure hye ne mu a obebo adwuma a wo be ye adwuma ma Ghana youth any young girls any obi any eje pa e nana do danko Akufo-Addo by fifi twa asama me kan ne ontie ne ye sa wo ye brogan so a enfama no si boni na mum tie dia me kan ye me kan ne se president nana do danko Akufo-Addo enkorofo achechele no oba wo sunsun mo
oma chechele no
ya chechele no e wo sunsun mo fifi me so fukum chacha me gira ofidie we so aka me se hwe adwuma any vision any anisuade hunu any the president nana Akufo-Addo apese wo ye e de ma Ghana no enye anu na ye hu me se enkorofo achechele nana do e was spiritual
young for Beno
and the Sunday night
fifi
o de becher and the union captains okay wo ya powerful
o de o na ya power
sane no
heading
obi ayese bayi ti fifi mu a example
for Captain Smart example
Dabi
they use a captain
oh Dabi who now face me who now face me bayi ti fifi mu a that's a fifi amana wo kwan a me to me mompa ye mabayi ni ntu me tu poma wa ko ba kofa wa de eti me osofu Kumchacha de hwe ade ba ko America e wo fidie we so a me pesa me menye sofo a hwe menye sofo a wo study me a Ghana menye sofo a metaye mahu wei e na ma hye nkom se ne mahu wei fifi me mente sa by the American say ye papa nana do dankwa Akufo-Addo adwuma a na esi nani so se obeye vision a na ekuta no ane de na opeso wo ye Ghana ane de na opeso wo de Ghana koduo no enye ne sa ade enti so America to se enye ne sa ne se mese spiritual o ma chechele papa no a wo sunsun mo
eti sisi ana wo kasa se wo si ye be de san no Smart ye be de san
also I'm menye spiritual person no a very difficult me kwamre bi me ka sem say obi de na kwaduro so no Kumchacha nom ne asofo no o mo bom pae no I think say woman betimi aye bi you see leadership enyamre
and enya better
there be enya better leadership enya there better what dey share ufie with your wife and children for no example
enya easy
and then you want to handle the entire country until enya easy
over 34 million
but one point is very simple everything under the sun is leadership the rest are just effects
okay
the rest are just effects
okay
Hano, we build political parties, we don't build the country. What I say? Instead of building the nation, we build our political congregation and leave the nation.
Okay. That's how you say it.
That's how it is.
Okay. Okay.
When school buildings were dilapidated, monarchically rotting, the NDC built a huge national headquarters. Remember? Yeah. It not be true.
Eriko.
It not be true.
I will call.
This is a conversation.
I will call.
You see, they did. But that time, na school BC baby needed urgent attention. But they had $20 million for the party headquarters. I'm not saying it's bad, but priority.
In
In here. Look at how much money we waste during elections. If any party is in power, you have super beautiful billboards. You ask yourself, Sena Mosi enye or minus sick and ye use here. Time na more position, I don't mind the same thing. And this goes to both political parties, the NDC and the NPP. So instead of building the nation, we'll build our political congregation at the expense of ordinary. And the ama party delegates in Sweniate. Bon went to a ban Sweniate. And to me, what I John, when you're the baby, when I'm in funny crancy, enche, you have a pen of crabby, say, fear delegates.
Fear delegates. Ebusia, yewo, eye, Kingdom Plus. 101.9 Facebook Live. So many minianum ekukudam you know. I can't I can't just 15-20 minutes per year. Yeah, we are no. And your friend is saying no. I don't call Flagstaff House. Okay.
Menko.
Okay.
Make coffee.
But Vivi.
Okay, would they beat you?
Who say machines in our session no. Na make Kensi na Captain Bem.
Would you woman?
Medianim. But when say judgment depth, what can I say?
No.
When say ebedu baby a ebeba. Ama minus ya kutuya sabi sika bone. Ana when you say
minimum sir.
But so woman will be licensed. You see, the point is that you don't license an illegality. Okay? You don't license an illegality. It's like say Obia or ye armed robber caught a buane for. Tio. Now wako jail. Ye didn't tum. Wako jail aba. Sandi pade ba bontia no wako tutu. Na police station na ye chain na nkasa de ne tum no asa license yi tu ama no.
It was a me a okay. Ama makai was him. Em say ba wo so wo fie.
Wa che. Omo ye hufo.
Omo ba wo so sesai.
Omo amba me so omba ndade so.
Ennade so.
Se ka ho no mba e.
Anti na wa park o car wa bonte.
There na wo fie but na ye renovations na ye wall na free also they had the opportunity to enter.
It's no mobile be page your car down
I don't know. It's over to them. Me ade ba ko a intimi stop me da wo wiase ma ye fie. Me nye hufo ba kokora. No amount of intimidation can ever pull me down.
Nice one.
Me.
Okay.
Enyima da wo wiase am nsuru. Kra.
Onya ba.
Oh.
Nsuru wu kra.
Nsuru ni.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice one.
That's it. But on my sofa Kumchacha can. Or two folds. Excavator na yeshino didn't in the yeshino. It is because one yeshino and jia bindi. So excavator na be sinkraya. Ebe two benyan tamai. Sura bofo. Ube two to send them confirm two figure na. Obe komokina.
It's all for Kumchacha so say be tutu.
Eti one jia bindi. One G state dindi. Say ya chichine ya de kwa. State ni betimi ahwe so. Ebe yira.
Nti I was say yeshe no.
And you one. Number 2. Then Tina, yes, ye jai Galamsey. Yeah, me supported the fight against Galamsey. First World War against Galamsey, I was in support. Second World War against Galamsey, I am 100% in support of this war. But in Suona, Emwesi, na Galamsey for na block in Suoni Contimercury na time, Ketwe be Fahua, Nankoforma no munya cancer. No, I don't even first excavator 19. It's in Kayabana Wolf if you ye Galamsey. Na say you man a ye excavator driver. Near Busan say, why site near you, Fifi? Say for boss, bra. Say boss, and eh, gold be a yen and your gold wa bra.
You do any amount.
You do any amount, yes, man, Adrian. Man, into got him. Man, fancy in swim. Naba Kujana, Muntim. Fifi, you pass a free site to her. Yes, yeah, man, quite common to cry because one will be on mercury. One Magana water pumping machines Nina Saint Tijana. You are thinking about a welcome nipa. To Muyen Kubi, my common de Tiomoka. They are bottent among Remo, not the hobby, we should afford to Remo. Tontone cowdry, every crowd will be gaga into shows. Almost joke a crowd who said the reality. Naka Utimo. They are more wild, wow, sika said Triawonka, who must have their team swooning. Your team we are near the Ghana Armed Forces subscription, the attack who say bam, a Ghana Armed Forces for the 78 GA19 Ghana Armed Forces for the near Tamnia the Abba 64 regiment of engineers or no. Got us a more ayeb etintim one kind. Tintim Okofodia, Kumasi, Takradi, Cape Coast, no. Excavators, Neko, na Kotitimania, Odiabium, Abaya Bindia. So, bit me Kobo Brawa Bruchy. Eddie, $10,000 toka. Na Odibedru Ghana, not duty a work hard on year almost 28,000. Na nipanin timintia. Tin you. What the $10,000 a toka? Yeah, working duty amount here. The dollar na work amount into cities.
I mean the bro, sir, card.
It's over checking na $25,000 duty ni board ding chain car
now toy.
Na se nipa na nya sika mfa nyi car no. Na yetimi ato ama party boy 5,000 Ghana cedis. Then they see and quite say about say excavator na 64 engineers. So mfanya Ghana edwuma. You see? Ade ba ko a ehia se yete ase na ye yo na ye ni se wototo nama enya fa ko ne ye de to ho amanehye anya nam no afa bebeyin efa emben nti enam toto ye kusa wo de hato ho kakra na wo de hato ha kakra
kusa ni ye
dede no wo de hato ha kakra we kusa kakra wa ha we kusa na kakra wa ha we kusa kakra wa ha nti wo mo hyebom wo mo bimbom wo mo dede so bom nti enya ade Kumchacha ewo Eastern region obedi ni yam say yenya ye wo Greater Accra no we are enjoying better than them. So also wo Ashanti region wundi wo yam say ye won a eti Eastern region so wo mani age chen na wo Northern Ghana so meka say yenya e won so a wo ebia Central region na Western region so edi de chen because you need to practice kusarism. On yam brofo
kusarism
say kusa
kusarism
mo be ya
our last page we dictionary
mo be ya every other person eni bechi
ni saboko na no so
but yeah han hwe anka the commons the boys no it comes the boys
Accommodate the boys. Accommodate the boys. Accommodate the boys. Enti
ye ba bisa wa boys o enjoy
imu pizza full. Yeah.
Captain pizza squad e.
Imu nja. Captain. Yaka politics kakra. Yembonra entertainment side no kakra. Yenhwe 1 2 bi wo. Kumchacha wa.
Awo mpeda
mpocho ebo yesisa.
Mame fa ibi mransa na wabisa me de opeso.
Ese na we repeat Kumchacha.
Kumchacha be ba bi o nje. Na say yes.
Mame mi sa wa ibi ansa. Tobo.
Kum.
Aden na Ghana ha. Ye kun sabe police ni bi ne ya. Ene ya de okun police ni no. Wo sasase ase kora na. Ye be ba akohwehwe nipa no. Na ya che no. Ba ye ku civilian dia. Na ye kun obi a onye police nia atemu da bedu kura ne yanchi nipa no
wow
afi
wow
eye question na mabisa
sa question we say me person smart be ya no brother at as American
I want it.
I wouldn't pay the yano. I wouldn't pay the yano.
Well, it's relative. I don't think it's always like that. There was an American president who was killed. It took America 16 years to identify the person who killed that president. Okay? I think it was JF Kennedy or something of the sort. Yan ye krum hey, obi o wa ye kun obi a police fo hu ntem. Ebi o hoso a omu hu ntem. But I say here. In America, when a police officer is being shot, the rate at which the investigation will go on will not be as same as
ours.
A non-uniform person. But unim answer na any uniform person be will be an uja traces. That is what I'm saying, sir. As I say, you training your youth, coming out from school. Say a cadet would need choice. You should be part of it from the beginning. Every officer who is dying leave traces. Because Onim said definitely new one will be investigated. How many people in this world, in this country now, you nim say, even at the point of death, as it's all traces. It should be Siwo Kroma. Now, or your officer. Akromfone taa na first bullet na car no na omo penekunu no oyini phone won botum na the to silence e na ototwene
dangerous na
aha nya no
okay
oyi ya no the phone to silence na ototwene room. Don't forget say your mobile phone say kuta say call off for we can still identify the location of the phone because of the transistors and the resistors in it. Fortunately, on a phone, if you are not always navigating the phone, battery will last longer. 2 days later now, near my police phone near the investigations. No, fortunately for them, almost friendly phone na echo, and the location of the phone was within the area, the crime scene. They identified the phone and they were able to trace. And yes, sir. It can happen. Maybe why young civilians we don't want to give information to the police.
Maybe I know Kumchacha feel say be a penny for ya no bubu emu go so e won your maybe
some be correct.
Okay.
Be correct.
To be sa na ya pese ya clear.
Entertainment e be na na so be say.
Na pese brother na mpede ya ko wo friend em. Enkomhye a ye mpanyimfo wo hyehye ya asofo.
Abai brother. Mempele me nyasem
abasem me biso an
nkomsha on hihye what is a kumchacha wa hyenkwase nkom da atibida
na ebe nkwase nkom na reken
nkwase nkom no do so Ghana
nkwase nkom hye
odo so Ghana
mo hi na ehu afi do ye nkwase nkom hye
anytime nkom hye be ye programmed or your spiritual stupidity. Ntaza. Anytime in comshare or you're programmed, it becomes spiritual stupidity.
More in why you feel though.
Any anointing without the divine oil from God is annoyance. I am repeating. Any anointing without divine oil is an annoyance. That is what we're experiencing in this country. Why? It's not London. It would do 21st night. As well for London, we do it as well.
Kumchacha ne church na.
Kumchacha will not do that useless thing.
Ne church.
I know Kumchacha from Kumasi. He will not do that useless thing. Kumchacha is one person. I'm a minimum spiritual level. But the days in Kumasi, say Kumchacha who be na OTBB or one, na Oprichu or Fox FM. He would not go on air to say it. He would wait.
as some are smart because
upon na wa fra wa ka kire
e be nonsense
na what wa say asante ni be
brother
asante ma be time na asofo ni bi etia tem wo Ghana ha say asante hima be film na asante ma be ba be ye kese no na ye nana no bosom nan na o hye fridge
ye bi say ye brother ye bi say ye brother sisi ade wo friend then as some are smart because e be ye nonsense no e be ye nonsense ma
oh e bi kura ye e bi bro nonsense
okay
so I say because
e bi bro nonsense
yes obi on no mo I say be at 31st say obi on no mo sofo bi o ha na odifo bi o wanyame yi bibi a kire no so I say anyame yi a kire na kama enkom hye wo ho enisuade hunu o bibi a wo ho ba say sofo no ebeka no obo say odifo bi on so a wo be sada ko YouTube ana Facebook na wo tie sofo ne enkom hye no na wo tie e wo bre nyame nyi bibi en kire no
so be repeat
na wo no so be repeat e di bi aka ho so I say yeah sabi yenye enkom hye nko na be mo waye popra
wow
so mimi ko Kumase no ade ba ko a medi ko BT Kumase fo ene se tie medi ko BT Kumase fo ene se na ma hu se mi ko Kumase na di fo na asofo na wo mu nyina ye enkom hye ti me ko fo se fm no mitumi translate the 10 minutes you quotation 100 me bonnet to aso saa na bi ni ho na sofo bi ye nim ye
okay
eti ma on believe me say sofo we onim word ana wo word ana wonim nyame yasem eti no edu ba bi a adwuma no nye competition say sabe captain smart e hyenkom eti sof Kumchacha men so no men for so en hyenkom e wo bre nyame nyi bibi en kire me e wo captain smart ho na me pe fem na me pasa me gidi nti no na me wo bloggers bi a metumi aye yi nti no na ma be kan sam anya no kore so I say ana Mr. bi a me kase sof Kumchacha me kase enkom se ni bi wo do mo a ye yusu sebe fa cha me nimudia na e so no afre no waka kire no enya akomatu ma na enya ayemhyehyɛ ma no so ade ase e bia ne bon koma na ade bibia fam so ade ase ba wo se bibi ono mo a wo ba na beka ni hu a wa me nipa no woni gidi yekura na ehu kum nipa wo wo se ehu kum nipa
exactly
yeah ehu kum nipa pa sabe oba tan a wonyam okwa awo so na waka kire no awo akoso idi ewu bewu
who say obewu
eye jimie
that's
eye jimie totally jimie
so for me no be kofi akodi why
fufuo na mpe eye totally jimie so ati ase sabi won bibi kura na won na wo koso na mu na ya ayem hyehye deda
no san ka kire say obewu
wo san ka kire say obewu
wo de hwe ma me ntwa so fo ano meti ho 31st night so fo tibon koso bi so ya wa hye nkom say me ye bebo mu 230 Adam aji Morocco hine yire metiwe makwaji Morocco hine yire
sofo ni din ni ti bonko so
me description no
obi hye won kom sa
I say Captain Smart ye be bonu 230 tin 30 as well
oh ene Manchester ngom so
oh paripa I was meeting we no ma date to so say ayere so by 30th of April you marking the words ABC and the date you say
na 26th May
okay